Hey Marcus, where are you? Today's our 10th wedding anniversary dinner. Did you forget?
Dinner? Did we talk about this before?
Yes, we made a reservation last month and I kept on reminding you.
Well, I'm busy, so I can't make it.
Are you being serious right now? I'm waiting by myself.
Well, keep on waiting because I'm going to divorce you today.
What?
I already sent the divorce papers.
Seriously?
Ugh, yes, I can't deal with you anymore because a woman over 30 is a hag.
What an a- You're over 30 also, what the hell?
Men are fine, okay? You're not even attractive anymore, so I made a new girlfriend who's 21, so I'm planning on marrying her. She's 14 years younger than me. How lucky am I?
Who cares about that? You're insane to talk about cheating on the day of our 10th wedding anniversary.
So what? Anyways, now that we're divorced, have a nice life and leave the house, okay?
What was this whole 10 years? What was I to you?
Oh my god, stop whining. This is why I prefer younger women. Just give up already.
Ugh, this is too cruel. Can we talk about this at the house?
Why?
I want to talk before getting divorced.
We're divorced already!
Shut up and come home. We were married for 10 years, so I want to talk. 2 years later.
Hey, how is everything?
Who's this?
It's Marcus. Do you not remember me? What have you been up to these days? Oh, do you want to meet up at my house? I haven't moved yet, so you should know the house, right?
Are you joking? Who do you think you are?
Hey, your ex-husband is sending you a chat. Aren't you excited?
No. What do you want?
What's with the attitude? Oh, are you too happy that you don't know what to say?
Stop being so creepy. Do you not know what you did 2 years ago?
Yeah, I divorced you suddenly, but that story's so old now.
Yeah, well, our relationship is old too, so I don't think we have anything to talk about.
Calm down, why are you pissed?
You sent the divorce papers on our 10th wedding anniversary, spat in my face when we talked at the house, and kicked me out because you were going to live with your 21-year-old girlfriend. Do you think I'm not pissed about that?
Can we start over?
Please tell me you're joking.
I was young at that time and I couldn't make the right choices. I took time and thought about this and realized that I needed you in my life.
Ew, what the f***? You're grossing me out.
I will just be straight up honest with you here.
Can I say something? Even though you've said your reasoning, I don't care about you anymore.
I was told that I have a life expectancy by the doctor.
What?
I know, it's very shocking, right? Looks like I've only got half a year left, and so, can you take care of me? Let's forget about the past. I know that you're upset now, but can we start all over again? I've got a feeling that we can get through this together.
No.
Why?
You seriously don't know? You dumped me in the worst way possible 2 years ago, and then you decide to send me a text and ask me to take care of you? I'm pretty sure that anyone would have the same opinion as me.
I moved on already about this, so can we just forget about that and move on? Don't you think that forgiving is important?
I really don't know what you're saying.
Look, I'm really sorry for spitting in your face and dumping you. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, so can you please take care of me until the last day?
Nope. Sorry, but I remarried.
What?
You heard me. So I have no intention of taking you back.
You betrayed me, Demi!
Tuh. You remarried a month after we got divorced, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I actually got divorced, so why don't we get back together again?
Of course not. What the f*** is wrong with you? Oh, Let me guess. When you talked about your life expectancy, she left you, and since you have nobody left, you contacted me, right?
Exactly. You're the only one that knows me. Don't you want to support me?
Nope! I don't think you realize what terrible things you've done to me in the past. Marrying you was a mistake.
I'm gonna be alone if you don't help me. My ex-wife stole all my savings and ran away, so I have nothing left.
Well, all this is your fault, you know.
I've done my best to make her happy.
You should remember that what you do to others always comes back to you, but it's kind of late to say that now.
I might have to get hospitalized, but I'll have no money and I'll be alone. You work right now, so you have savings, right?
Are you trying to rely on me?
Yes, I can't earn money because I won't be able to work. If you don't help me, I won't be able to get treatment that might possibly save my life. Don't you feel bad for me?
Not at all. I'm actually a stay-at-home wife now, so I don't even earn money.
But you can work, right? Can you work for me? I want to be treated from home. We were married for 10 years, so you will do this for me, right?
I'm sorry, but I have to laugh. Why do I need to take care of an asshole like you? Go to hell!
Why would you say that to a person who only has half a year to live?
I only said what I needed to say in the past. Thank you for giving me the chance.
Are you really going to leave me? In this situation, we're a family.
A family? Seriously?
We were married for 10 years. We're more than a family.
I already have a family, so you're a stranger to me.
Don't you love me?
Stop being a creep and just give up.
Listen, divorce your husband and take me back. We need each other.
I already have kids with him, so no thank you.
You have kids?
Yes! You should regret what you've done. It doesn't matter to me anymore, though.
Are you being serious right now? You're not gonna help me?
Absolutely not! Anyways, I have to go take care of the kids, so I've gotta go. Bye! I'm going to block you, so don't ever contact me again, okay? I wonder why I didn't do that in the first place. After the incident, Marcus ended up battling his illness by himself until his last day, and I heard that he regretted what he did and tried to contact me to apologize but forgot that I blocked him. On the other hand, I am living my best life with my kids and my new husband. This gave me a lesson that I should be careful about what I do because karma will bite back.
I heard that you and your husband both work jobs, right, Tina? Good evening, Lori. We do both work at the same time, but what does that have to do with you? I feel so sorry for you guys. That must mean that one or both of you doesn't bring in enough income for your family, right? What are you talking about right now? I'm not wrong, am I? If your husband was able to work a job that allowed him to support both you and him, he wouldn't be asking for you to work as well, right? So if he's not able to bring in that kind of money, does this mean that your husband is at the lowest position in the company he works for? I should have known that you'd start to be rude to me again today. I'm sorry, Lori, but this time your hopes of my husband being garbage or something like that won't be coming true. My husband is neither working in the lowest position within the company, nor is he making a salary that can't support the both of us. Is that what you think then, Tina? Because I'm not sure you're 100% aware of everything going on with him. I think I am aware, considering I'm his wife. But one thing that I'm not aware of is just how much he's making. What? In other words, your husband is not willing to tell you the amount he's making? Are you sure that he's not trying to hide something very important from you there? I don't have a good feeling about any of that. The way he's hiding the amount he makes from you, it tells me that he's not making enough money right now. Well, he and I have a way of living our lives that's probably different from yours, so please don't feel obligated to say anything else about it. And know that he's not trying to hide anything from me. And another thing, the reason I'm working a job is because I like the company I work for and want to continue being a part of them. And if something were to happen in our lives that needed one of us to stop working, I feel we'd both continue to be financially safe. What are you going on about? I know that it must be so difficult for you two to live as moneyless lowlives. Can you please stop acting as though he and I are without money right now? So you guys aren't going to be having a wedding because of your tight pockets right now? What? We still plan to have our wedding. You should have already gotten the invitation in the mail about our wedding coming up soon, right? Oh, that was meant to be a serious invitation? I thought that you and your husband were just trying to play around with us. What do you mean by that, Lori? Well, the fact that you're both moneyless yet are planning to have a wedding at the wedding hall as gorgeous as that is just a dead giveaway that you're joking about the wedding. Do you think you'll have the money to afford a place like that? That invitation was not sent out to everyone as some sort of prank. And as for getting a reservation at a place like that for the wedding, we happened to get some help from one of my husband's friends from his work. He was able to get us a spot at a place as beautiful as that, so both my husband and I are really looking forward to our special day. Well, it would be just wonderful if you guys could end up actually giving that wedding. It would be just fantastic to see two moneyless losers become happy at a wedding like that. Could you please start lightening up on the amount of insults you throw at us? Now, thank you for texting me today. I have work to get back to, so I'll be going.
Are you actually planning on having this wedding?
What? Now even you're going to start talking to me about my wedding?
Well, if you're hoping to get any money or gifts from us, then you should stop all of that. Hearing about some moneyless lowlives like you guys throwing a wedding is crazy. Not even I am able to imagine what one would have to do to borrow enough money for a place like that.
Hold on, Wyatt. Why are you saying rude things like that now? This to me looks like a textbook case of your wife brainwashing you, but she really did a number on you making you talk that way about me and my husband. I do remember you and Lori never coming to meet my husband before we were married, but still.
Well, from what I can see, whatever money you do have left is going to be wasted on that wedding if you go through with it. Well,
why are you saying that? Even my husband said that he really wants to talk with you.
I don't have the time or want to talk with someone like him about anything. I already know for a fact that man of yours is good for nothing, just based off the fact that he's making you work a job as well instead of being his housewife. I feel as though your marriage isn't going to make it very far, so there's no point in me wasting time getting to know him. When a man has little money, their chances of being divorced go way up. So I'm betting that'll be coming really soon for him.
You're being a jerk right now, Wyatt. It's fine with you giving small jabs at us here and there because you're my brother, but recently you've really been taking it too far. Ever since you ended up marrying that Lori chick, you've changed for the worst. For now, can you at least try and hide that ugly face of yours until after we have our wedding? Because if you come to the wedding acting like that, you'll regret it more than you'll find it acceptable. Today's the day of your wedding, right, Tina? But unfortunately for you, my husband and I do not have the time to be coming to a wedding for two measly lowlives right now. What? I know it's only a few minutes before the start of your wedding, but we're canceling. What are you going on about now, Lori? I'm talking about how my husband and I will both be taking the day off from your wedding. We feel that being there to give you guys money or a gift would be a huge waste of our own time and money. What? So you want to tell me that right now of all times? I know that you're having a great time telling me that right before the start of my special day, but you're going to regret not showing up today. Well, both Wyatt and I do not want to attend the wedding of a couple of losers. I know it's only a few minutes out, but he and I are canceling. Then you're no longer allowed inside the wedding hall anymore. I was never planning on coming. And when I say you're no longer allowed in, I mean that very personally. Even if you do come out here and try getting in through the doors, we'll have them locked. Just as you've said yourself, there is no need for a couple like you to be here at a loser's wedding to give them any gifts or money. So don't worry about the late notice. Goodbye. What the heck, Tina? Is your wedding already started now? What is it that you want from me now? The wedding is already starting, so please don't waste any more of my time. Right now, both Wyatt and I are coming out there. We'll be at the wedding hall in a little bit here. Even if the two of you are crying your hearts out to be let into the wedding hall today, I'll make sure that you're both kept outside. Huh? Why would you do that? It hasn't even been an hour yet since I told you that I'd never be letting you into the wedding hall, and you've already forgotten that? You told me you were fine with that, and that's why you're not going to be let in now. So please, stay the hell away from here. That's not what any of this is about right now. Things have changed for the both of us. Wyatt just received a call a little bit ago from his boss. Oh, well, I was thinking about how something like that would probably happen soon. My husband is the CEO of a very well-regarded company, and a lot of other companies' leaders are at the wedding right now. And my brother's company is a partner to my husband's, and so a lot of his company's higher-ups are here right now attending the wedding. Why did you never tell either one of us something as important as that before? Normally anyone would say something like that to everyone around them. And right now, information like that is the most important thing for my husband and I to know about. Why is it that important for you two to know? Because those leaders, his bosses, are the ones that will be promoting him soon to a much better position. And all of them being at the wedding today means he'll have the perfect chance to sit down with them all and talk more about personal things, right? Well, from what I've heard, this was supposed to be the perfect occasion for both my brother and my husband to talk over different things regarding their partnership, right? What? Well, that's just too bad now. We've already told everyone that you both looked down on us, thinking we were without any money, so those talks won't be happening. You're telling me that the CEO of the company that my husband's been working with wanted to talk with him today? That means today is the only chance for Wyatt. You let us into that wedding hall right now. But I already told you it's too late now. Why is it too late? You must really not be aware of the problems you've created for yourself with the way you've treated my husband and I, huh? The CEO of the company that Wyatt's been working with this whole time is the same man you both continued to call a lowlife and moneyless for making me work a job as well while married. But at the time, I had no clue about that. That would have been the perfect time for you to tell me that he's the CEO of that company and that you both really do have money. All you have to say to me was that your husband is a CEO, and that would have ended everything I was saying. Then we never have to be asking you to let us into the wedding, and Wyatt could be discussing the next deal with your husband. You were the ones that called him a moneyless lowlife because I never wanted to be a housewife. There was never going to be a stop to what you were saying about us had I told you he's a CEO. Well, at this point, it's all impossible to change. So sorry that you lost the one and only chance to have your husband look good in front of all his superiors. Anyway, I have a wedding to get going with, so I'll talk to you another time. Wait, Tina! Even Wyatt is telling me that he had no clue that your husband is the CEO of that company. We had both never known about what your husband did for a living, and so there was no reason for us to act any other way than we had. I'm not sure what you mean by all of that, but what was your goal in talking to me the way you had been and treating my husband like he was nothing? I have no plans of letting you two into the wedding now. After all, you guys were the ones to cancel on us, right? And we had canceled before learning about what all was going to happen at the wedding today. All of that has nothing to do with the way you treated us. I have no need for family that is going to treat my husband and I like we're nothing more than bags of trash. I think I'm going to use this event as a way to finally cut ties with both you and Wyatt. I understand just how angry you are with us right now and why that is. But can you at least let my husband into the wedding hall? He's your own brother, Tina. Give him the chance to get his well-deserved promotion. I will not. What? Why not? Do you not feel bad for what you're doing to your brother right now? And I'd like to ask the same thing of him after the way he treated my husband and I. What? I want to know if he feels bad for calling his sister's husband a lowlife, and if he feels anything at all for canceling on our wedding. Honestly, he isn't even family to me anymore after what he pulled today. Did he really think it was a good idea to wait until the last moment to tell me that he was going to stay away from my wedding and call me moneyless? Well, I was the one that told you that, not him. Well, before this, I had invited the both of you out to see my husband and get to know him before we married. My husband had really wanted to meet the both of you back then. I think he knew that my brother was working with his company as partners, and he wanted to get him into a position with more responsibilities, but also more pay. But my brother gave the excuse that coming out to see my husband would be a waste of his time and money and never came. That's what my brother chose, not you. But had you told him that your husband is the CEO, then everything would be different now, right? All you needed to say was that your husband is the CEO. I didn't want my brother coming out to see my husband because of his chance of a promotion, though. I wanted him coming out to meet my husband because he's my family, and that would be the right thing to do. I knew that Wyatt would have to give up some of his time to come out and see us, but had he come, we would have told him then about how my husband's the CEO of the company he works with. But Wyatt chose to never come out and see his family, so that's that. This is all on him now, and he's responsible for not being allowed into my wedding anymore. No matter how much you both try to get yourselves let into my wedding, no matter how much your husband's promotion rides on it, you're not allowed in. You're going to act like this just because he never came out to see your husband before you married him? It's not just because of that, Lori. Before Wyatt was married to you, he was never that serious about his time and money. But now that you're his wife, he's changed into someone that's stingy and very judgmental of others based off of their income. He is always complaining about things, and it makes me miss my brother when he was single. Don't tell me that you only see my brother as your wallet, and that's why he's become so worried about money. That is not the problem at hand right now. Can't you see that the both of us have rushed all the way out here now because we see how serious the situation is now? Would you please let us in there so that we can be a part of the wedding? I'm telling you that you're both being pains in my butt. I'm no longer in the state of mind where I want to support the two of you any longer. So I'm not going to be letting either one of you into my wedding hall. What? You have to be lying, right? We are already waiting outside the main entrance to the wedding hall. There's a security guard standing at the door, and no matter how many times we tell him that Wyatt is your brother, he won't budge. Yeah, that's because I told him that's fine. The security guard is not to let either of you in. I don't think he'll be letting you anywhere near that door today. Now, I am in the middle of my wedding, so good day to you both. And, you can start thinking of me as a complete stranger now, so goodbye forever. Why did you not let either one of us into your wedding? Right now, Wyatt is pissed at me for everything and saying that I'm the only one to blame. He says that I began to talk way too much and ended up getting ourselves locked out. Well, there is that. But you could just explain to him that this also falls on his shoulders for tagging along with you and making fun of my husband and I and canceling on the wedding. tell him that he's to blame just as much as you are because he allowed himself to be brainwashed by you. Well, either way, we're pretty much at that point now where I can say I'm cutting ties with the both of you. What? What are you talking about, Tina? I'm in a huge fight now with Wyatt because of what you did to us. You left us outside the wedding hall all day, so can you at least help me get out of this now? Huh? What makes you think you can ask me for help after all you've done? It's because of you and that wedding that my husband and I's relationship is going to fall apart. You're the only one that's able to fix things between us now after all of that. And I bet if you have your husband come as well and talk business with Wyatt, that Wyatt will begin to calm down more and start being nice to me again. Do you think you can do that for the both of us? I'm so glad that you still haven't learned anything from this and are coming to me asking for help. Makes me feel like I am better than you now. What do you mean? It's nothing. Just know that both my husband and I are finished with you both. No, what? Are you actually being serious about cutting ties with us both? Well, right now all I can see is a brother who doesn't even care enough about his little sister to come to her wedding and is viewed by all his superiors as an absolute screw-up. And my husband has already cut ties with you two, so there's really no need for me to talk with either of you anymore. Make sure to tell Wyatt that my husband is no longer willing to put in a good word for him either, so consider that promotion gone. What the hell, Tina? Are you really planning to let your own brother and I just crash like this? Do you and your husband not feel that you've gone way too far now? Wyatt has nothing to do with us anymore. He's just a stranger now. The weight that comes with making fun of my husband is very heavy. And we're going to make sure that after today, we never have to hear from or see either of you two again. And if your husband is to lose his position working with my husband's company for good, then you'll never have anything to do with us. Lose his position? Do you really think that Wyatt will be demoted over something like this? I never thought that the talks he was supposed to have at that wedding were so important. I'm sure that when his pay is cut with the demotion, you living as his housewife will no longer work anymore. And from that point on, you'll no longer think about calling other couples that work jobs at the same time lowlifes ever again, right? Poor things, you two. Now, enjoy whatever dwindling days you have left as a housewife, okay? You did a great job this time, and I hope you enjoy the life of being moneyless and depressed. And just as Tina had been explaining to Lori, her husband gave Wyatt's bosses a bad word about him, and he lost his position making deals with Tina's husband's company. Following that, he was then demoted to working the front desk of the office building, and would be given a major pay cut with that. Because of that, he was no longer bringing in enough money for himself and Lori, which led to her then having to find a job as well. This then led to their relationship becoming increasingly strained as they spent day after day fighting one another. I'm sure that soon those two will begin to consider getting a divorce, but if that is to happen, Wyatt will be left with no wife, no sister, and a rather sad job. And as for Lori, well, I'm not really sure if she'll be left with much either, but that's totally okay.
Hey, I cleaned your room because Chloe is coming home to give birth.
Hi, Mom. What? When? Why didn't you tell me that?
She didn't text you?
Of course not. You know how we are, right? We literally hate each other. When is she coming, by the way?
Well, now you know. She's coming in like a week or so. Why don't you talk to each other and make up? This could be a great opportunity, you know?
Absolutely not. What benefits do I have if we get along? Nothing.
Maybe she's changed because she's going to be a mother.
I doubt that.
Just to let you know, she's going to stay in your room, okay? I moved your stuff into the smaller room.
Don't touch my stuff without asking me. Why my room? You know it's my favorite room in the house, right?
Your room is close to our room and bathroom, plus has good ventilation. You're going to help me take care of her, right? You're going to be next door.
Oh, so she's going to get the princess treatment? I won't be able to sleep. I bet she'll make me do something all night.
Come on. You're her big sister and a new family member is going to be joining.
So it's annoying how you always favor her over me.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I think it's going to be a waste talking about it because I have too much to say about that. Anyways, I'm going to head home in a little bit, so do not, I repeat, do not touch any of my stuff. And fine, I'll give up my room because you probably won't listen to me even if I say no. I'll finish cleaning my room when I get home.
Maria, I heard from Mom that you don't want me to come home.
Yeah, because I literally hate you and I'm pissed that you're taking my room. Plus, aren't you still 4 months pregnant? People usually go home during their 3rd trimester, you know.
So what? I can go home if I want to. So excited to get the big room because I'm a princess unlike you who works in a factory. So embarrassing to be related to you.
What's wrong with it? At least I have a full-time job. You only work part-time, so shut your mouth.
Yeah, a job that's a lot cleaner than yours.
But we use our brain and skills.
Who cares about that? Looks matter more than skills.
Are we seriously going to argue about this?
I can argue all day if you want to.
Oh my gosh. I might go bald because of stress. Just tell me when you're going to leave. Then I can think about how to deal with the stress while you're here.
Leave? I'm going to be living there. If you have a problem with that, why don't you leave the house? You're 35. You should be married and have kids. Aren't you embarrassed?
Not at all. There are celebrities who are single and age should not matter.
If I were you, I would start looking for someone.
I'm not you, though.
I'm embarrassed and I don't want to live with you, so I'm going to kick you out when I get there.
Why?
I don't want people to see that we're related and you work at a factory, right? You're probably full of germs, so I don't want you to come near me or my child after I give birth.
Germs? I'm pretty sure there are a lot more germs in this house.
Yeah, whatever. I will sanitize you like hell when I get there. Oh, wait. I don't need to do that because I'm kicking you out. Maybe you should start looking for a new place. I'll live happily here with Mom and Dad for you.
Wow, I thought you changed because you're going to be a mom, but I guess not.
Sorry, but this is me. I can't wait to move in starting next week. Hey, I don't know where you are, but I threw out all your stuff in your room besides your suitcase and the boxes because it was mostly trash and cheap-ass clothes.
What? Without my permission? I told you a million times to not touch my stuff.
You didn't reply, so I thought it was okay. I helped Mom even though I'm pregnant, so please thank me.
I'm at work right now, plus I didn't reply for only 30 minutes. Couldn't you wait?
I usually don't wait because it's a waste of time.
What a bitch! Also, why would I thank you? Do you think that there's an idiot who thanks someone if their stuff gets thrown away without their permission?
I'm pretty sure you should be thanking me because now you don't need to waste your time packing your stuff. What I regret is not tying the garbage bag tightly. I hope the garbage man doesn't catch anything. I also sanitized the hell out of your room.
If he does get something, maybe it's from you because I heard from Mom that you wear the same clothes at least 2 to 3 times per week and do laundry every 10 days.
I'm not dirty and I don't sweat like a pig like you, so it's fine.
Even though you're clean and don't sweat, a lot of germs get on your clothes, so why don't you sanitize yourself also? Don't over-disinfect though, it's toxic and can put your health at risk. I know this because I sanitize the tools at the factory every day and people warned me about it.
Yeah, whatever. The air will be a lot cleaner and my kid will not end up getting a weird virus.
I warned you, but it seems like you don't care at all.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a shit. Can you come home and get the hell out of here?
I actually moved out already. I overheard the conversation between you and Mom already, yesterday. That if I don't move my stuff out, the next day you guys will throw it away. I didn't want that to happen. The moving company is going to be there in about 20 minutes to take care of all of my things, so don't worry, I left my house key in the mailbox.
Thank you so much for moving out. Oh, and you heard it? Damn. I wish you didn't because I popped popcorn yesterday and wanted to eat it while seeing your shocked face.
Well, too bad you couldn't see it. Can I say one thing before I move out? You shouldn't talk shit about people's jobs because some people take pride in their jobs like I do. And also you might lose friends because of that.
So what? People like that aren't my real friend anyway.
You must have a really sad life. I feel so bad for you.
Don't, because I have my husband and mom and dad. So, now that you're a stranger, can you leave us alone?
Sure, I'm actually happy to leave because I don't want to be part of this family.
You don't need to act up. I know you're crying right now.
I'm actually pissed because mom and dad also want to kick me out even though I did a lot for them.
That just means that they love me more than you. Sorry, but you could never win against me.
You guys will probably face problems, so good luck with that.
What kind of problems?
You'll see. I'm not going to help you guys because I'm a stranger now, right? I'll cut ties with all of you and start a new life.
Please, go ahead. Don't try to call us if you need help either, okay?
There are only good people around me, so I should be okay.
Where are you? Why aren't you picking up? Mom is calling you also. Are you going to ignore your family?
What family? Didn't you say that I'm a stranger now and have no problem cutting ties? Should I send you that screenshot?
I take that back.
What the hell do you want?
What's happening? The real estate agency just came and said that we're going to get evicted from the house. Mom and Dad are panicking too.
I sold the house, that's why. You guys need to leave within 7 to 10 days, I think. Why are they panicking? They should know that I'm the owner of the house.
Wait, what? I'm so confused right now.
Did I say something confusing? I'm the owner of the house, so I have the right to do whatever I want. So I put the house up for sale as soon as I left. Because why would I continue to live there if I'm not allowed in? If you want to still live there, please pay for it. It's a pretty good amount, though.
I don't believe you. I know you're lying.
Why would I lie about this? If you don't believe me, why don't you ask them?
That's exactly what I'm going to do from now. Mom and Dad are in debt?
Few minutes later. Yes! They spent all of their money on stocks but failed, so you'll be paying for everything if you want to live there because they can't pay even a penny.
Why me? So, you were paying for everything?
Yep. I moved in the house 4 years ago to support them because they had no money and couldn't do anything on their own. So now that I'm gone, it's your responsibility now.
Why didn't they tell me about this?
They probably pretended to be good parents in front of you so that you wouldn't hate them so much because they love you more than me. I mean, I was going to tell you, but you probably won't listen to me, so I didn't.
Oh my god. What should I do?
Why don't you think about that by yourself? Don't you dare ask me for help.
You don't need to be so mean.
Mean? You were mean to me this whole time. Sorry, but can I go now? I'm talking to my fiance right now about living together.
What? Fiance? Seriously? Why didn't you tell me?
Why do I need to tell you?
He's probably trash, so dump him and come back.
You're just saying that because you can't pay for the house, right?
To be honest, yes. Because I'm only a part-time worker, so please don't sell this house and come back.
Sorry, but it's too late now, so deal with it by yourself, okay? I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you what I actually do at my job.
Don't you just make things and scrub tools?
Nope. I'm a factory engineer, and I make way more money than you can imagine. This is why I was able to live and pay for that house. Can you make fun of me now?
Look, I'm sorry. I'll apologize, okay? We have nowhere to go.
I know that because your husband, ex-husband now, called me and told me some interesting facts about all of you. So you cheated on him with his best friend and got divorced and kicked out of the house. But since you had no money, you decided to come here, right? Also, the reason Mom and Dad didn't need me anymore was because they were relying on your husband's salary, right? I feel so bad for him.
Hey! I only cheated once, and it's because I was sad, so it's his fault! What are you talking about me having no money? I earn money too!
He said you used almost all of it to buy expensive makeup and clothes instead of paying for other payments. He also told me that Mom and Dad asked if it's okay to borrow money to buy stocks yesterday. Wow, I have no words to say right now.
Wait, do Mom and Dad know that I got divorced?
Probably. Even if they don't, they're gonna find out about it. Anyways, you guys need to leave the house soon. You should start looking for places. Good luck with that!
What the hell? We got kicked out of the house!
I told you. Did you find a new place to live?
Yes! Oh, it's a crummy little apartment with only 2 rooms.
Good to hear. Hey, at least it has 2 rooms. Stop complaining.
Maria, we're sisters, right? Aren't sisters supposed to help each other?
Why do I need to help you? You treated me like trash and even kicked me out of my own house and called me a stranger.
Something was up with me at the time. We're in trouble now, so can you help us? Can you buy us a nice apartment? You have money, right?
Absolutely not. Didn't I say that I'm no longer a part of the family and I'm not going to help you?
I don't want to live here!
At least your child is safe from the germs I have, right? I have a feeling that the apartment has some new kind of germs, though. Ew. I don't even want to think about it. But you can live happily with Mom and Dad, like you said, though. Good for you. I started to live in a new apartment with my fiancé since I had money from selling the house and savings. I thought that Chloe's child was innocent and didn't deserve a crappy life, so I sent her some money for support. Mom and Dad ran away somewhere and I lost contact with them, so I decided to forget about them because I really didn't care. Maybe they're somewhere praying for Chloe's birth.
Samantha, please give me some money. I'm all out of money right now. And look, my wedding is coming up, right? So right now I'm in need of all the money I can get. Huh? Angie, you need money from me again? I just gave you $1,000 a couple of days ago, right? What did you end up spending all of that on in such a short amount of time? Do you really need all this money right now? Come on! You're my sister-in-law, yet you're going to question me now? You should know that being a newly married couple means spending lots of money. I have to pay to go out and get all my beauty treatments and stuff like that. Well, I understand the need to spend some money after marriage, but you have a job right now, correct? So you should be making your own money, right? Asking me over and over for money is becoming a touch... What? You're my sister-in-law, and that's why I'm okay asking you all the time. And when you got married to my brother, it cost you a lot of money for the wedding, right? So you know that the wedding is costing me a lot of money now. That's not the problem, though, here. When I was getting married to your brother and having that wedding, I made sure to pay for everything myself. And when I did start to run low on funds, I went and started saving money by not spending much on food and electricity and so on. But with you, Angie, I'm not sure you're trying that hard to save your money. Are you wanting to say that I'm just splurging over here then? I just want to make sure that my wedding is the best wedding people have seen in a long time. And I'm worried that I might not make that happen. I have to look my best on that day, and I'm worried that what I'm doing is not enough. All right, I understand how you feel. But that's not the case with you right now. I'm talking about how most people will save up a lot of money for times like getting married and such. But you seem to be asking for money more than you are saving it. So, in other words, you're saying that you don't want to pay for the wedding? And that you don't like the idea of giving me money? I never meant it like that, Angie. I just want you to know that I'm not your purse. But the problem is that you have been asking me a whole lot recently to hand you money whenever you feel you're getting low on funds. What's wrong with you? I never meant to use you like a purse. You just happen to have a lot of money, right? You saved up a lot and are also bringing in large paychecks every month. So you should have the money to help a poor little girl like me out, right? Well, Angie, the reason that I save so much money and make a lot of it is because I want it in case of emergencies. It's not all for me to give away to you, okay? I think it's time you start thinking about saving money more often and continuously for your future that might have kids and things like that. That's what I'm doing with myself right now. I want to be able to retire early in my life, so I've been saving up a lot of money now for that. Are you serious? But you're already 30 years old right now, right? Don't tell me you're thinking of kids or anything like that still. Do you even have the strength at your age to carry a baby? I wouldn't say things like that if I were you. I have been saving up money my whole life, as well as made sure to find a good career where I bring in a decent amount of money from. And I plan to still think about things like kids as well now that I feel financially safe. And that's why right now I'm at that point where I might actually want to become a mother. Is that so? But if you give some of your money to younger people, you won't face any problems, right? Heck, you can give money to me like I'm your kid and I'll go ahead and have a baby for us. That is not what any of this is about. And another thing, Angie, what's going on with you? Recently, you've become a bit too forward with your thoughts and it's getting a bit out of hand. Is that what you think? Because I've been thinking the same thing about you, Samantha. Recently, you've become more of a selfish penny pincher around me. You have all that money, but you aren't willing to share it. Well, if you want money so badly, then why not get a side hustle? Then you can start to make even more money for yourself. Because I'm not going to be the one to keep handing you money left and right. I have to give up a lot of my time working to make money like I have been. Oh, please, I'm not the kind of person that does well with a job. I'm already planning to become a housewife the moment we have our wedding. So that's why I quit my job a little while back. Leaving that place to be a free woman, it felt so good to become my own person again. What? You already quit? Don't you think that was a bit too early on your part? And right now you still have a lot of time left before you guys get married, right? So you should be using the time you have now to work your hardest and save up a lot. Samantha, you really love to talk about money, don't you? Why, if one has time, should they have to use it to make and save money? In my case, I'm going to be getting a lot of money with this marriage, so I don't have to worry about wasting my time working when I can rely on others for money. You're talking about relying on me right now. Well, you're one person that I rely on, but my fiancé is expected to be making bank in a few years more. So I think this marriage will be the turning point for me where I can cut ties with working. I'll be able to do whatever I want with no boss looking over my shoulders. What? Is your fiancé okay with you doing something like that? Of course he is. He said as long as I do the chores, he's okay with it. Then why aren't you asking him to give you money now? There shouldn't be a reason for you to ask me anymore, right? Well, about that, he might think I'm trying to leech off of him. What? I haven't actually told him I quit my job yet. I plan to make him believe that I'm the perfect woman before the day we tie our knot. Right now, he thinks I'm working all the time and saving up, and the day we marry, I want him to think I quit my job just for him. What the heck? Are you sure it's okay to be doing all of that right before your marriage? If you keep that up, he might find out later and you'll be screwed. Hiding things from him just so that he'll keep loving you isn't right. Huh? What's up with you now? Are you getting jealous of me? Sucks to be you right now, huh? My brother has never had a lot of money, making you work all the time. But I guess that's on you for choosing to marry a man like him in the first place. I like to work a job, so it has nothing to do with him. If he was making more than me right now even, I still wouldn't quit my job. I'm not that into being a housewife. I like to think that the money you want to spend has to come from the work you've put in. Oh, so you're one of those people. Women like that end up getting cheated on by their husband at some point and have to deal with that in their old age as well as with all the health issues they get after. I think you'd better have a kid soon so that my brother doesn't leave you. I'm just going to assume you're saying that out of worry for me. But don't trouble yourself with that, because we do have kids on our mind at the moment. You really try to be a strong woman. Well, whatever. You do what you want to do, because it has nothing to do with me. But anyway, make sure to put another 1,000 in my bank account, okay? Well, I'll text you again the next time I need some money. Wait, Angie! I told you I'm finished giving you money. Stop asking me for money. Hey, Seth, can you do something about your little sister? She's come back to me again asking for more money. But I've had enough of her and said no this time.
What? She's at it again? I'm so sorry about her. She really has no clue what she's doing right now. I'll make sure to tell her again, but with a bit more seriousness this time.
But what's worse is that she's told me she quit her job. And that's her reason for asking me all the time for money now. Don't you find all of this a bit strange now? I am not her eternal ATM, okay?
What? She quit her job now too? I get that she wasn't making that much working there, and would come and ask me from time to time for money, but I think once she's married, all of this will be resolved.
I'm sorry, but that girl has gone on with all of this long enough, Seth. Remember when we took a small vacation together and let her stay at our place? We came back to our house being a mess and a lot of our things missing because of her.
I know that she has a lot of things wrong with her in her head. I just didn't think she would go this far.
It's because while we were out of the house, she saw my checkbook and saw how much money I was making. That's when she started asking me for money as well. But what I learned today is that her fiancé apparently has a lot of money as well. So I really hope that you're right about saying that after her marriage, this should all be resolved.
That's just a hope of mine, though. You don't have to give her any more money, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be. For a little while, I thought she was a nice person to deal with, but recently she's gone too far and I'm not having it. She really thinks that acting as rude as she has been is acceptable at her age for some reason.
I could see that. If we really have to, we can always cut ties with her after her wedding. Ah, and now that I think about it, I want to change the subject. Did you see we got a message saying that we are allowed to take out that loan on a new house?
What? Get out of here! I never saw any message about that. Perfect, now we can move out of this place.
Absolutely. And about moving into a new house, to avoid having Angie come over at all when we're away, let's just keep our address a secret from her. How does that sound?
Actually, I was thinking the same thing. Let's move out of here without telling anyone.
Alright. Well then, let's end our rental agreement on this place once her wedding is over. And then we can get out of here.
Alright, that sounds great. Samantha, can you make sure to bring me $30,000 as my wedding gift today? If you can make that happen, then I'll never ask you for any more money. I'll allow this payment to be your way of celebrating my big day. What are you talking about? $30,000 is not an amount anyone would give on your wedding day. But I'm your sister-in-law, and it's normal for you to want to give me a large amount, right? If you don't end up bringing me that $30,000, then I'm afraid you won't be allowed to attend my wedding. I'm telling you that the $30,000 is not only a gift for me, but an entrance fee as well now. And it would be terrible if the family saw that you never showed up to my wedding. They might think of you as a stingy and selfish sister who doesn't care about us. Oh, understood, Angie. So that's what you think of me being your sister-in-law? That's right. As long as you give me that last bit of that money, I'll no longer bug you anymore. I'll even consider you my real sister if you can give me that money. So I'm looking forward to that money getting to me. Then I'd like for you to pay me $60,000 for your wedding. Huh? What are you talking about? You haven't heard yet? I planned on paying for this whole wedding for you. I had worked for the group that put together this wedding before, and so I got a discount through them to give you this wedding. And I was totally fine doing that for you because I believed you were like a cute little sister to me. Huh? Wait. The ones paying for this wedding should be my parents and my brother, right? Well, at first, that's what they'd all been saying. But then things turned into only your brother and I having to pay. Because your parents were kind enough to pay for part of my wedding back in the day. I didn't want to make them pay for yet another wedding again, so I told them that just Seth and I would pay, half and half. Huh? Are you kidding me? If I'm to stay away from your wedding, though, I won't be able to get that discount for the wedding. and the full price will have to be paid. And after taking a look at the original cost, it'd be $60,000. And that would need to be paid by you. Well, good luck with that. You're lying. Wait, I never heard a thing about this. If I'd known that, I would have been a little nicer to you. You shouldn't have had to know about that to be nice to me, though. I've already given you a ton of money as it is. If you're not even going to be nice to me because of that, then I don't care about how you act with me now because I'm sick of you. If you really want to be nice to me now, give me back my money and pay for the wedding. All right, hold on a sec. And now that I think about it, it's all right for you to come to my wedding. I won't make you pay that $30,000 anymore now. I don't need it anyway, so just pay for the wedding and I'll be set. I'm not paying for it now. I don't have the money anymore to be paying for a rotten girl like you. You would never be able to pay for a wedding like the one I put together for you anyway, so at the very least, you should be saying thank you for that first. All right, I'm sorry. Just come to my wedding now and make sure to pay for it. No. I'm planning on explaining all of this to your family right now as well. And then I'll head back home and enjoy my day off work. And Seth is with me right now, and he says he'll be coming home with me as well. If you're going to do that, then I'll come to you right now. I'll come to your house and start screaming at the top of my lungs and make all sorts of noise to make you guys pay. If you don't want me to embarrass you guys in front of all your neighbors, then shut up about going home and come pay for my wedding. We've already moved into a new house, so the place you knew about isn't where we're living anymore. So you can go there and make all the noise you want, but you'll most likely be taken away by the police. Huh? What? That's definitely a lie, right? I'm not lying, Angie. I told you, I plan to go to the next phase of my life and hope to become a mother. So we've bought a house and we'll start to work on making babies and having a fun little family here. And since you'd be getting in the way of that, we're cutting ties with you. Wait, I get it now. I'll apologize to you for real now, so come back here. I really do not want my wedding to fall apart now. Well, for me, that's kind of what I want to happen to your wedding. And it's too late now to cry and scream about it. You really should have hidden those rotten intentions from me a little bit longer, right? But I think a rotten girl like you having her wedding fall apart around her and going to hell is a perfect ending. After that, Angie continued to cry to Samantha, asking her to pay for her wedding and everything. But Samantha made it clear she wasn't paying anymore and proceeded to block Angie's number. This then led to Angie's fiancé losing faith in his bride after the news spread, and the wedding was finally brought to an end. Angie ended up having to pay for all the cancellation fees for her wedding, and her getting to marry her fiancé was also long gone. Right now, it seems as though Angie is living the worst time of her life. But as someone who could never thank anyone for the money she constantly took from them, her having to go through this kind of hell is only natural. I am just beat. I can't believe that it took me until this early in the morning to finally finish with my day at work. Anyways, once I wrap up with everything here, I am finally going to be going home to you.
Oh, hey, Julia. I think this is probably the latest I've ever seen you get off work. In fact, I feel like lately, all you've been working is the graveyard shift these days, right? Or rather, maybe I should just come out and say what I really mean. I know that you're having an affair with me. You're cheating on me, Julia.
Ryan, I couldn't even cheat on you if I wanted to. I just don't have the time with how busy work is always keeping me. But, you know, I do really wish that I could count on you for just a little bit of help now and then, to be honest.
What are you talking about? You really think that I would ever want to give help to the person I know is cheating on me? Why would you even bother asking that?
For the last time, I am not cheating on you, Ryan. Honestly, you're being ridiculous. Do you know that? But I would like some help because I'm wondering if you have any idea the state of our business? Because I feel like if you had any idea at all about how things really were, you would understand how impossible it is for me to cheat on you. I'm just too busy. I literally only go to and from the house and office. That's why I would like just a little more help from you, Ryan. Please, I know for a fact that I'm really not asking for much, but you need to be doing at least the bare minimum around here.
No, I'm not gonna do anything. I refuse to help a no-good cheater like you.
Ryan, do you really not care at all what happens to our business? I mean, don't you care about the future of all this hard work that we've put in? Doesn't it worry you when I say that our business could seriously be in trouble?
Oh, please. You don't know what you're talking about at all. I know for a fact that our business is doing just fine. You're going to have to think of a better excuse to try and convince me that you're not cheating. But anyways, since we're already on the topic of the business and money and all of that, I want you to give me a bit more money to spend this month.
Wait, what? Are you serious, Ryan? Do you really need more money? I feel like I just handed you your monthly allowance. Are you telling me that you really spent all of the money that I gave you that was meant to last you the entire month?
I didn't ask for your input on how I get to spend my money. Thank you very much. So why don't you just shut up and give me more when I say I need it? Honestly, just who do you think you even are talking to your husband this way? Don't you know a woman's place in the house is just to do whatever her husband says to her? If you dare try and backtalk me like that ever again, I could tell you that there will be consequences. I already know that you're cheating on me, so don't think that I'm afraid to divorce you.
Are you kidding me? Did you seriously just threaten to divorce me if I don't pay you more money every month? Just who do you think you are?
You can complain about it all you want, but nothing is going to make me budge on this. You should know that I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've kept signed divorce papers in my desk for the day that I finally caught you cheating on me. And now, I finally get to hold them over you.
Ryan, have you ever been reading a single word that I've been sending you? I am telling you that I am not cheating on you, okay? Now can you please stop all of this nonsense?
Oh, please. You really think that I'm going to believe that when you've been working through the night for weeks now? You can't really think that I'd ever believe a single word that you have to tell me, right?
You know, that really is rich coming from you, Ryan. You're the one that's always leaving me all alone at the house on weekends. You're hardly ever here when I'm around.
Well, it's not my fault that you're bad at matching up your life rhythm with mine, but I'm not going to adjust my schedule to match some cheating hussies.
You are just terrible. Do you know that? I mean, I am trying to explain to you that I am working hard to make sure that we don't go under, but you refuse to listen and just keep accusing me of cheating on you. But you know what? Fine. If this is the way that you really want to end things between us, then so be it. Why don't you take out those divorce papers and leave them on the table for when I get home?
You mean you're really finally going to divorce me? Oh wow, this is so great. Thank you so much. Hey there, Julia. It's been a while since we last spoke, hasn't it? How have you been? How are things with you?
Wait a second. Is this Ryan? Are you seriously texting me out of the blue like this?
Oh, come on. I know that I left you 3 years ago, but I really hope that you're not still all pissy about it. I would have thought that you'd have done a little bit more thinking about what you did wrong. But I want you to know that I'm finally ready to forgive you for all that you've done, and I'm ready to get back together with you. So why don't you bring me those divorce papers of yours?
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all. How can you take me back when we're already divorced? What are you even saying?
I'm telling you that I'm going to kick you to the curb and leave you all over again. So how about you just be a good woman and say the only thing you should be saying to men? Yes.
Right. Well, I'm not really sure what this is all about, but if you want to get back together with me, I guess I'll have to check and see if it's okay with my husband.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean that you'll have to check if you can get back together with me with your husband?
Well, after you and I got divorced 3 years ago, I met someone and married him, so I have a husband now.
Yeah, right. You really think I'm going to fall for that one? There isn't a man alive who would want to ever marry someone like you. Unless, I think I see what's happened here. You were in so much shock that I left you, that you made up someone in your head that you now believe that you're married to. Wow. Well, that really is just sad. Did you know that?
Ryan, you seriously don't even know what you're talking about. In fact, you never know what you're talking about at all. But if you really want to know, the man that I remarried was on our company's management team.
Wait a second. Was he that guy that we went to go check out that hotel with that one time? I think I remember him. His name was Max, wasn't it? I even remember him giving me his business card when we first all met those years ago.
Well, then I guess that means you know he's a real person and you can quit calling me a liar then.
But I remember that after that, we put all our eggs into the hotel basket, right? So does that mean that you two are still running that place? Because I've driven by it a few times, and it seriously looks like a rundown piece of crap. I bet that your husband Max probably has to work as a bellboy, because your whole hotel is about to fall into bankruptcy any day now.
I would appreciate it if you kept your opinions on my hotel business and my husband to yourself, Ryan.
But I'm only telling the truth. I mean, nothing I'm saying about this is wrong at all, you know? So, how about you take my advice and ditch a loser like Max? Instead, you can get back together with me, and we can go back to being husband and wife. Think it over. I'm sure that you'll make the right decision in the end. And let me know once you're ready for a real man again.
Hey there, Max. I'm really sorry to bother you while I know that you're busy working, but I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh, hey there, honey. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I'm actually pretty free right now, so we could talk if you needed something.
Well, the thing is that I actually just got a message from my ex-husband not that long ago.
Wait a second. Are you talking about the man who accused you of cheating on him while the hotel business was looking really shaky? He really messaged you? That's crazy. Why would he bother doing that after all this time? Did he say at all what he wanted with you? Why did he even bother reaching out like that?
Well, he actually texted me because he wanted to ask me if I wanted to get back together with him. Can you believe that?
Hold on a second. You mean that after accusing you of cheating on him, leaving you while your business was in trouble, and disappearing for 3 years, came back out of the blue to ask you to take him back?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it all up quite well. But of course, I really don't want anything to do with him now. But I just thought that I should let you know that it happened. It's actually been on my mind, worrying me a lot since we talked. I mean, I just don't know why he would pop back up in my life like this. I have no idea what he wants from me, and it's got me really worried. Anyways, I really am sorry to bother you with all of this while you're at work. I don't want to give you more to worry about.
Julia, please. You know you don't have to apologize to me for anything, especially not coming to me about this. I feel like you've told enough about you and Ryan to know the kind of crap that he puts you through. But I just want you to know that I'm always going to have your back no matter what. I mean, we're husband and wife. We'll get through anything together, as a couple. Not just this business with your ex, but in anything. If there's ever anything that I can do for you, you know that you can always come to me, right?
Thank you so much, Max. I just really have no idea how I would be able to keep this hotel afloat if it weren't for you. I just wanted to let you know that I'm really thankful to have someone like you in my life, you know?
Oh, come on. You don't need to say all that. You know that I would do anything for you because I want to. So please, don't ever worry about coming to me with this kind of stuff. I'm happy that you trust me enough to do so.
Thank you so much for being so understanding. I should have known that there was nothing to worry about when it comes to you. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I've gotten everything ready for tomorrow, so I was going to go to bed pretty soon here.
Yeah, no problem at all. I hope you sleep well, Julia. See you tomorrow. So tell me, Julia, did you finally smarten up and decide to leave your husband like the little loser he is?
Ryan, I already told you that I have no intention at all of leaving my husband, and I'd appreciate it if you'd quit talking to me.
Are you kidding me? What do you mean you're not going to leave your husband? Don't you know what I could offer you? You're making a mistake, you stupid woman.
Making a mistake? Ryan, let's get something straight here. 3 years ago, you were the one that came to me asking for the divorce, remember? I had just inherited this hotel from my parents who had died only months ago in that terrible car crash. I was busy every day trying to learn how to run a hotel and manage staff and make guests happy, and you never did anything to help. Instead, you would just always put me down or insult me. You made me feel like an idiot for caring about my parents' legacy.
Well, you don't have any right to be mad at me. After all, you were the one cheating on me the whole time. So what do you have to say about that?
I have to say the same thing that I told you 3 years ago when you accused me of that. I never, ever cheated on you. You made that all up and refused to listen to anything I might say otherwise.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Honestly, you can keep on believing that if you want. But the thing is that I'm not even mad that you cheated on me anymore. I'm willing to let that all just go into the past and never be mentioned again. But you should know that before our divorce, if you had just given me a bit more money like I asked you, none of this would have ever happened. I would have overlooked all your cheating, and I would have just let you go about your business. And all you had to do was give me a little more money every month. In fact, since we're getting back together, you should know that I'm only going to go along with it if you start giving me money every month again.
I see what this is all about now. You're having money problems, aren't you? Well, I suppose that you really haven't changed at all then. But do you really think that you're going to be able to pester me for money after all this time, Ryan?
Well, never let it be said that I didn't think you were a sharp one. You saw right through me, Julia.
I see. Well, I'm just going to need more time to get ready for all of this, so maybe just wait for me a little longer.
Finally! I was waiting so long for this. You have no idea how happy I am to read those words. Hey there, Julia. I was just wanting to check in and see if you had divorced your husband yet.
Ryan, it's literally been like 9 or 10 hours since we last messaged each other. No, I haven't divorced him yet.
Oh, come on. You have to hurry up and do it already. Just how long are you going to keep me waiting for this, Julia? Hurry up and leave your husband right now. If you have him sign the divorce papers now, we can probably get all the paperwork handled in a matter of hours. You still remember the window in the courthouse that you have to go to get all of that filed away, right?
Ryan, I would really appreciate it if you waited for me to reach out to you about all of this, okay?
Ugh, I should have known not to count on you to get anything done in a rush. You're always so lazy. Do you know that? You are always putting me off and telling me to wait for stuff.
You know, I've actually been wondering why you've chosen to come back to me out of all the other people I'm sure would love to date you.
So you finally caught on to that little fact, did you?
I mean, yeah, I was wondering since you sent me the first of these messages just why you wanted anything to do with me anymore.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. If I tell you what I'm really thinking, then I don't think you'd want to marry me anymore. So there.
I see. Well, either way, I am still going to be getting things ready here, so you can really tell me whatever you want.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You mean no matter what I say to you, you'll still marry me? Well, I guess in that case, I'd better tell you the whole truth. What I really want to get out of marrying you isn't you, but your hotel.
I'm not sure that I'm following what you mean. Ryan, would you mind explaining to me just a little bit better?
Well, I know that your hotel has to be at least worth something, right? I'm sure that if I sold it, I could get some kind of money from doing that. You can consider it your way of paying me back for all these years that I've been on my own. After all, you caused me a lot of trouble with that affair of yours.
But Ryan, you know that I inherited this hotel from my parents, right? Not only that, but you know how hard I've been working to keep the business going. You can't really be thinking about selling my family's business just to make a quick buck, right?
Oh, come on. I told you my plan already. Why can't you just leave that loser Max and just be with me already? You know that I'm the better match for you anyways. Just hurry up and get a divorce already.
I'm sorry, Ryan, but I just have a lot of preparations that I need to put in place first. And just what's with the rush anyways?
You don't need to know anything about why I'm in such a rush. You just need to do as I say. Now, just how much longer are you going to try and keep me waiting, huh?
Don't tell me that this is how badly you need money right now. Is that what this is all about?
You don't know anything at all. Just do as I say and quit asking questions already.
You know what I think it is? I think that you're in a lot of debt, and I do mean a lot. And I think you're looking for anything that will help you dig your way out of that.
Wait, what? How did you find out about my debt issue? Do you have someone following me or something like that? I can't believe that you do this to me.
I didn't hire anyone to follow you or anything like that. I've just heard through old mutual friends of ours about the trouble you're in. But that's not all that I've heard about you. I've heard that you're in so much debt and were so bad about borrowing money that you borrowed money from several banks all at once. And now it's obvious that you're just looking for someone who can step in and help you take care of your problem, isn't that right? That's why you contacted me after all this time, isn't it? To try and get me to help you pay off all the debt that you owe?
No, I'm telling you that me wanting to marry you and sell your hotel has nothing at all to do with all the debt that I'm in.
I see. So then it's about trying to pass off your debt to me after we get married? Is that closer to the truth then?
Would be wrong with that anyways, huh? I mean, a husband and wife out to help each other out, right? Of course I would ask for your help if we got married.
I see. Well, you do know that a spouse isn't actually bound to help out with their spouse's debt just because the two of them are married, right?
Ugh, I seriously hate having to deal with you. Do you know that? I never even wanted to marry you in the first place. Yes, this was all just a big scam to help with my debt. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, you didn't need to come out and admit it like that. I'd obviously already put that all together myself. But you should know that I never ever said that I was going to divorce my husband. I just kept telling you that I needed more time to get ready.
What do you even mean by that? Get ready for what? What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about getting ready for the divorce and marrying me again.
Well, yes, I did that on purpose so that you would talk to me and think that I was actually going to remarry you.
Please, you have to do this for me. I'm deadly serious. All my loans are due by tomorrow, and I don't have nearly enough money to pay off any of them.
Yeah, you really haven't changed at all in this time, have you? You're still the same stupid, selfish man that you've always been. I mean, I have to say that I really was lost and confused about what happened to us 3 years ago, but it's clear to me now that I made the right choice.
Well, you went way too far trying to dig into my personal life and looking into my debt and all. I'm going to make you pay for that. You won't get away from me that easily. Hey, you're Julia's husband, aren't you? What's your name again? Max or something like that, right? I'm sorry, who are you, and how did you get this number? I don't have you in my contacts, and I don't know anyone who would talk to me like that. Oh, come on. Surely you remember me. I still have your business card from the day we met, you know? In fact, that's exactly how I got your phone number in the first place. I see. Well, I don't really remember who you are at all, but I give out my business card to a lot of people, so... Well, I'm not here to talk about business or anything like that. But the thing is that I was telling your wife about how I'm in serious financial trouble, and she completely refused to help me out at all. So now she's left me with no other choice but to come to you and beg for help with my money problem. I see. I take it that you're Ryan then. I feel like I've heard enough about you from my wife to understand what's going on here. I take it that you ended up taking out way more money than you would be able to afford, and now you're asking my wife and I for help to pay it back, yes? Hey, don't you talk to me like you know me. This is the first time that we're ever really talking, and you need to show me some respect. Sorry, I need to show my wife's ex-husband, who insulted her and showed back in her life to beg for money, respect. Look, I'm not here to have this conversation with you right now, okay? The point is that I already tried talking to Julia about this, and she wouldn't listen to me. So no, you have to step up and help me since she refused to. After all, we've been married to the same woman. Surely that makes you want to help me, right? I see. Well, okay. I suppose I could try and help you if you're having money problems. We do have an opening for some cleaning stuff at our hotel, and you could earn some money for yourself that way. If you'd like, I can even talk to the HR office about getting you an advance on your first paycheck if you really need the help. You mean your solution is to just try and make me work for my money? Are you out of your mind? Why in the world would I want to go and work for some shabby old hotel on its last legs anyways? You and your wife ought to just shut up and give me the money I'm asking for already. Wow, you really are even worse than Julia described you as being, and I really don't think that was possible. You really just aren't capable of taking care of yourself at all, are you? Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that, huh? Why don't you try saying that to my face, you little punk? Not only that, but you really do act like a spoiled little kid when you don't get your way. But I take it that you don't really know much about our hotel. You think I'm an idiot or something? I know the hotel, and it looks like a great big piece of crap. There's no way a place like that is going to stay open for another year, so just give me my money. Wait a second, you aren't talking about the old location of the hotel, are you? Old location? What are you talking about? A hotel is a hotel. You can't just up and move. What do you mean, old location? Well, I mean that a few months ago, we decided to move out the business, not just the hotel itself, to a better location. And we've been working hard to make sure that everything is all set with that transfer, since it's been such a process. But we already have plenty of bookings, and repeat guests who are coming to stay with it, so I really think that your information needs to be updated. But wait, I thought you were in that old rickety building. Are you telling me that you guys are operating out of a new place now? Not only that, but your business is actually doing well? Please tell me that you're lying about that. Of course we're not lying about that. Our management team from the old location all came up with and agreed to the idea of trying to move to a more profitable location. And now, we've been able to increase our amount of overseas guests and have a lot of local businesses wanting to work with us. So we're actually doing better than we've ever done before, and we've only been here a few months. Well, wait a second. If that's the case, then just how much money would a cleaner at one of your hotels make? Well, we would begin by hiring a cleaner on a part-time basis, and move them along their career from there. But there's substantial room for growth in responsibilities and wages. In fact, a couple members of our management team started at our hotel as cleaning staff, and worked their way up to where they are now. But since you already shot down the idea, I really don't imagine that a job like that interests you at all. Well, hold on a second there. That was only because I had no idea the kind of money that your place was raking up now. I mean, I said no because I didn't want to be cleaning some old hotel that was on its way out anyways. But if you're telling me that you're all working out of a new location, and that business is really, really good, then I'll have no problem taking a job as a cleaner. Of course, you'll have to pay me the absolute maximum you can while I'm there. Wow, that really didn't take much at all, did it? You were so ready to look down at a job just because of assumptions that you were making. And the moment you found out that you were just making things up to be mad at, and the job was actually great, you turn around and act as if you can demand whatever you want from it. And who cares if I'm doing that? You already offered me the job, so just give it to me already. You're right, Ryan. I did offer you the job, and you turned it down right then and there, without asking any more questions about it. So I'm afraid that was a one-time offer that I was not planning on making again. Anyways, my wife and I still have a lot of work to do to make sure our transition here continues to go smoothly. I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but just make sure that you leave Julie and I out of it, or else it.
After Max sent that final message to Ryan, something really must have snapped in Ryan to make him do what he did next. He showed up the next week at the hotel unannounced and told our receptionist that he was there to start his new job at the hotel. She had no idea what he was talking about, but Ryan said that he was offered it directly from Max. Apparently, our receptionist was quite scared because Ryan came into the hotel looking really scruffy and had a crazy look in his eye. She cautiously agreed to let him into the supply closet where the janitorial equipment was. She told him to get changed and then she would give him a tour of the hotel. The receptionist did, however, call Max and explain about the strange man. It was only hours later that Max happened to be stepping out of his office that he found Ryan there, in uniform, sitting on a bench and playing on his phone. Max could tell just by looking that the mop next to the bucket that was by the bench hadn't been put in the water at all that day. Max called the police and had Ryan hauled out of the hotel for trespassing. I heard that he was let go with a stern warning and began to job hunt in earnest after that. Because he hadn't had a real job in years, though, almost nowhere wanted to hire him. In the end, Ryan was only able to find part-time jobs and took on 3 of them at once to be able to keep up with his debt repayment and afford to live in a tiny little apartment. I realized the irony of him working the night shift with one of his jobs when it was me working there that led to him to suspect that I was cheating. But aside from that, I really haven't thought about Ryan at all since the police dragged him out of our hotel kicking and screaming about having a job there. Max and I have been way too busy handling things at our hotel and all the new business that we've never had before. After things began to settle down at our hotel, Max and I agreed that we couldn't put off hiring more staff any longer. We didn't realize just how much our operation would grow at the new location, and we quickly took on dozens of new staff members. Now, finally, Max and I have more time to spend with each other as husband and wife. Although now that I'm pregnant, I suppose that I should say that we'll have more spare time to spend together as a family. When I do think back on him, I'm in some ways grateful to Ryan. After all, if he hadn't shown me who he really was and left me then I would never have the life that I have now.
Hey, Tegan, where are you right now?
Chris? I told you I'm out for a meeting today, remember?
Yeah, but what about my dinner? What am I supposed to do for that?
What do you mean, what about dinner? I told you earlier today that you'd have to prepare your own food.
How am I supposed to remember stuff like that? You can't expect me to keep track of everything you say just because you mentioned it once. If you just say it once and think that's enough, it's pointless if it doesn't stick with me. You could have at least written it down on the calendar or sent me a reminder message. Can't you be a little more thoughtful? Honestly, this is what happens with people who don't work in an office and don't understand what it's like.
I'm sorry. It's my fault for not double-checking and reminding you. But there's some instant food in the kitchen cabinet. You can just heat it up and eat it with some rice. It won't take long.
What? You're telling me to microwave my own food?
Yes. I think you can handle that, right?
You seriously don't get it, do you? I come home exhausted from work, and it's a man's job to work and the wife's job to have a hot meal ready when he gets home. That's just how it is.
Wait, what? We both work, Chris. We're both contributing, so why are you acting like it's still the 1950s?
Contributing? You think what you do at home counts as work? You're sitting at home working comfortably from your desk. I'm out there actually dealing with real work.
I do plenty, Chris. And what about you? You don't do any housework. You're out having fun on the weekends while I'm doing everything else. You think that's fair?
You need to watch your tone. You're a woman and you're seriously talking back to me like this?
What's with this you're a woman stuff? Are you saying women should just shut up and do everything like we're servants?
Of course! Don't tell me you're one of those people who's fallen for all that talk about gender equality. Women are weaker than men. You get your periods and have times when you're totally useless. So naturally, women should do more in other areas. That's what real fairness looks like, you know.
I can't even have this conversation with you anymore. Just go buy something from a convenience store if you're so hungry. I'll give you the money for it later.
Wow, you really are something. You're completely lacking in charm, you know that? Remember how I allowed you to have your parents live with us once the 2-family house was built? And this is how you repay me by acting like an ungrateful wife? You're failing at this, Tegan.
I'm done talking. I'm going back to work.
Oh, look at that, getting angry because you've got nothing left to say. You're acting like a child. Honestly, I should have married a better woman. Maybe someone younger, someone who looks good in a mini skirt. That would have been nice. Oh, did I hit a nerve? Relax, it's just a joke. Lighten up.
Is this a good time, Tegan?
Yes, Amanda? What's on your mind? I hope everything's okay.
I heard from Chris that you've been struggling with housework lately. Is that true? I was quite surprised to hear that.
What do you mean by struggling? Can you clarify what he said, actually?
Well, he mentioned that he's been taking care of everything around the house, all by himself. But it's been really tough for him since he works at a company all day. He feels overwhelmed and said he needs you to step up more since you're working from home.
Oh, I see. If I may say something, I do all the housework every day. And honestly, Chris doesn't really help at all. I think he's just upset because I didn't prepare dinner today, which is why he might be complaining.
Oh, really? That sounds just like Chris. He has a tendency to exaggerate things when he's frustrated. It can be really hard to keep track of what's going on sometimes. But I understand that you're a novelist, so you must be working day and night, right? I can only imagine how demanding that can be. It's not easy at all. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tegan.
Writing is a full-time job in its own way, but I do try to keep the house in order as best as I can given my schedule. Amanda, I appreciate your concern. It means a lot to me that you're willing to talk about this.
No problem at all. And I heard that the two-family house is finally completed, right? That's wonderful news. We finished preparing for the move, and once we live together, I'll be able to help with the housework too. I think that will make things easier for everyone.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Are you saying you and your husband will be living with us? I wasn't aware of this.
Is something wrong? Did Chris not mention it to you? I thought he would have told you.
Hold on. What exactly are you saying? I'm a bit confused here.
Oh, Chris told me a while back that he was building a new house. He said it was so that his father and I could live together with you two. I didn't want to impose on you or make you feel uncomfortable, but I'm really happy you agreed to it. I just assumed it was something you'd be on board with. I'm sorry it took me so long to thank you for your understanding.
I really need to check with Chris about this. I don't want any misunderstandings.
Oh, sure, I understand. Go ahead. I'll be here if you need to talk more.
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
What are you talking about? I'm outside enjoying my drink. Can't you see I'm busy? Don't interrupt me.
I'm talking about the two-family house situation. We were supposed to live with my parents, remember? I heard from your mother that the plans have changed, and that's not what we agreed upon at all.
Oh, so you found out, huh? I guess I should have kept that under wraps better. And by the way, I feel a bit guilty about making you cover the full $700,000 for the two-family house, but you know what? I've decided that my parents will be living there instead, so you and your family need to pack up and get out. Got it? Honestly, I really don't want to live with your parents anymore. It's just not going to work for me.
If you felt that way from the start, you should have just said so. Why didn't you?
Well, I guess it's pretty clear why I didn't need to explain myself. You must have known all along that I was planning to have my parents move in.
Of course. How could I have been so naive? It's ridiculous to only realize this on the day the house is completed. You really must think I'm an idiot.
I mean, come on, you've been talking about wanting a dedicated workspace, right? If that's the case, why don't you just rent an apartment somewhere? Go and live with your parents there. My mother will take care of the housework, and let's be real, you won't be needed anymore. Let's just get this divorce finalized while we're at it.
Fine, I'll leave. I'll make sure to submit the divorce papers, the same ones you threw at me during one of our fights back in the day.
Wait, you still had those? I'm actually relieved because that saves me the hassle. Go ahead and do it, but just a heads up, I won't be sharing any of my assets with you.
Do whatever you want. I'll make my own plans too.
Oh, is that so? Well, thanks for buying the house for us. Guess this is goodbye then.
You may think it's funny now, but mark my words, I will never forgive you for this.
Hey, Tegan, what's going on here? Why am I being billed for the house loan? Didn't you say you'd pay for everything yourself?
I didn't pay for it. From the beginning, you said you wanted the loan to be in your name.
But you told me that you could buy the house outright for $700,000.
Did you forget? Right after that, you got swindled by a friend and ended up in debt. Who ended up taking on that debt for you? That was me, wasn't it? Given the amount of money involved, and considering we didn't know what might happen in the future, we agreed it would be better to pay it off gradually instead of risking losing all that money in one go by paying up front.
Right, I guess that's how it was.
And the house title is under your name. Since we're divorced now, I'm no longer obligated to make any payments. Good luck handling that. Oh, and since I withdrew my share of the down payment from our joint account, I imagine there's hardly anything left in there now. You can keep the rest of it.
Why are you making such unilateral decisions, you heartless person?
I told you I'd do what I wanted, didn't I? Besides, I was the one who contributed most to that account anyway. The moment you realized you could live off my income, you started keeping your entire paycheck for yourself.
I was just preparing for our wedding and for when we had children.
You can say anything you want, but I don't believe you. So the mortgage balance is over $500,000 now? Good luck with that.
There's no way I could pay that.
Why not? You saved up some money for yourself, haven't you?
I don't have any money right now.
What?
Wow, right now, that is. I used it to invest in something that'll earn me a larger income later. So I don't have any cash on hand. If I don't have cash, how can I pay the mortgage? You should have paid in full like we agreed. You're the one at fault for not doing that.
I don't understand you at all. I clearly talked to you about this multiple times, didn't I? And you said yes, right? So you don't think the person who wasn't listening is also at fault?
Shut up! Humans forget things sometimes.
Even if you try to brush it off like that, I'm not going to pay. We're strangers now.
You're so arrogant for a woman.
Seriously, again with that? Whenever things get tough, you throw around that "for a woman" line. Is that the best you can come up with? It's exhausting just to deal with you. If you don't have any money, why don't you just borrow some from a friend? Now, you're on your own.
Hey, don't mess with me!
I heard from someone that you divorced Tegan. Is that true?
Wait a minute, did you really hear that from Tegan herself?
Yeah, she mentioned it.
I can't believe it, especially since we just finished building a house together. It feels so absurd and frustrating.
I know, right? It seems so sudden. What happened? Can you tell me the details?
Listen, I need to vent. That woman was really terrible. She can't do any of the housework, and it's so annoying.
What do you mean? She's at home all the time, isn't she? Shouldn't she be helping you out?
Exactly, but instead of helping, she acts all entitled and spoiled. And on top of everything, right after we get divorced, she steals money from our joint account.
What? She stole money from your account? Are you serious?
Yes, she took money that I earned with my hard work. She's just a thief in my eyes. I can't believe I was stupid enough to marry someone like her.
That sounds awful. So what's the situation now? Have you lost all your savings because of this?
Yeah, she cleaned out the entire account and now I'm left with nothing. I'm so broke that I can't pay the mortgage this month. I really need your help. Is there any way you can lend me some money?
What? Hold on. Just a moment. You told me before that you paid for the house in one go, isn't that right?
Well, there seems to have been a misunderstanding. It's actually on a payment plan, and I only just found that out.
A misunderstanding? You're saying you just realized something so crucial about the house?
Yes, I'm serious. I'll get back the money she stole, but for now I really need help, please.
You need to stop lying to me.
What do you mean? I'm not lying.
I might not have known Tegan for long, but I think I understand what kind of person she is. She's a successful writer, you know. She's made a name for herself in various media, and her recent works have been quite popular.
So what if she's a successful writer? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, despite her achievements, she never acted superior to anyone. She treated me with kindness and respect, even though I'm much older than her. I remember how she adapted her schedule just to fit with yours as a salaryman. She even worked hard to manage the household chores.
Wait a minute, I said I was doing most of the housework myself.
Do you remember that time you visited us not too long ago? Tegan cooked a meal for you. I can assure you that level of cooking doesn't come easily or quickly. It's not something you pick up overnight.
Well, cooking is something I can do too. Anyone can cook.
I'm a full-time homemaker, and I can tell you that cooking and managing a household still takes skill and experience. Just by observing someone's movements in the kitchen, you can gauge how much they practice and how experienced they really are. That's why, when we decided to live together in a two-family house, I thought it would be great to help Tegan with the chores so she could concentrate on her writing. But if she ended up getting fed up with that help, then maybe that's just how it goes.
What are you saying? Are you saying she left because of me?
Right now, you seem to be in a very chaotic situation. Can we just sit down and talk about this face to face? It's important to understand each other, don't you think?
No, there's nothing left to discuss. I can't believe you're siding with her.
Why would I side with her? I'm just trying to see the bigger picture here.
Why not? You always seem to take her side in everything. It feels like you're not even my parent anymore.
I'm not here to just blindly support you. I'm here to help you grow and learn from your mistakes. Sometimes tough love is necessary for that.
What do you mean by that?
It's true. I admit that I let you go out into the world unprepared. I can see that now. But it's time for you to stop relying on your parents to fix all your problems. You're not a child anymore.
What did you say? You act so high and mighty while you're not even working.
High and mighty? Come on, just because you failed to support your wife and lost her doesn't mean you can take your frustrations out on me. I'm just trying to guide you.
You're treating me like I'm a kid. This isn't fair.
Yes, right now you are acting like a child. You may look like an adult, but you haven't matured emotionally. You need to take a step back, cool off, and really think about your actions.
But I'm not moving out of that house. I can't do that.
If you can't afford it, then you might have to let it go. Have you ever even apologized to Tegan for the way things went down? They say regret comes too late, but in your case, it seems like you're reaping what you've sown.
You're not helping me at all. This is so unfair. You're just being cold-hearted.
Yes, I'm your parent, but you're also a grown adult now. You can't keep depending on me for everything. It's time for you to take responsibility for your own life. Go apologize to Tegan and sort things out for yourself.
You have no idea what I've been through. I've lost everything because of her.
Losing everything is tough, I understand that. But you have to take some accountability. You can't expect everyone else to clean up your mess, especially when you played a part in it.
It's not fair! You're supposed to be on my side! Why can't you just support me instead of pointing fingers?
I'm not here to just blindly support you. I'm here to help you learn and grow from your mistakes. Sometimes tough love is necessary for that.
Tough love, is that what you call this? It feels like you're just abandoning me.
I'm not abandoning you. I'm pushing you to stand on your own 2 feet. You're a grown person now. You need to act like it.
I can't believe you're saying this. I thought you would understand.
I do understand, but you have to understand too. Life doesn't always go the way we want it to. Sometimes we have to deal with the consequences of our actions.
But I never meant for things to get this bad!
I understand, but intention doesn't change the outcome. You need to face what you've done and make amends.
It's so easy for you to say that. You're not the one who has to face her.
You're right, I'm not. But I've been through my own struggles, and I had to learn to deal with them too.
But I just feel so lost right now. Everything is falling apart.
I know it feels that way, but sometimes you have to pick up the pieces yourself. I can't do it for you anymore.
What do I do then? Where do I even start?
Start by owning up to your mistakes. Go talk to Tegan and apologize sincerely. Show her that you're taking responsibility for your actions.
But what if she doesn't want to talk to me? What if she hates me?
That's a possibility, but you'll never know unless you try. Sometimes taking the first step is the hardest, but also the most important.
I just feel so defeated right now.
It's okay to feel defeated, but don't let it consume you. Use that feeling as motivation to change and grow.
I guess you're right, but it's gonna take a lot of courage.
It will, but you have that courage inside you. You just have to find it and use it.
I'll try, but it's hard to see a way forward right now. Hey, can you please get your act together and come back?
Huh? Are we still going on about this? I have no intention of getting involved with someone I divorced. This is all about money, isn't it?
Well, that's true, but there's no need to say it like that. I messed up, okay? I'm sorry. I truly regret it. That's why I want another chance. Just think about it. We've been through so much together, and I really believe we can work this out.
I don't want to, though. I've made my decision, and you should respect that. Please look elsewhere for help. There are plenty of other people who can assist you.
What did you just say? You think I'll back down if you act all high and mighty? That's not how this works. You can't just dismiss me like that.
And here you go again with your just a woman comment. Can't you grow up a little? It's disappointing to hear you talk like that, considering everything we've been through.
Do you not feel any guilt at all? You deceived me! If you had grievances, you should have expressed them clearly instead of bottling them up until you blew up! Is that how you handle conflicts, with childish tantrums? If you want forgiveness, I'll give it to you, but you need to come back quickly!
Why do you think you deserve to be forgiven? I really can't comprehend your logic. Fine, let me be clear. I'm absolutely not getting back together with you. I realize something important about you, and I won't ignore it.
What are you talking about?
I've been wondering about something. How can you, who never contributed any money to the household, suddenly be in such dire financial straits that you can't even pay the mortgage? If it were about infidelity or gambling, I could at least understand that. But I never thought you would resort to crime.
What? crime? Stop throwing around baseless accusations. You have no right to judge me like that.
But look at you. You've gotten mixed up in some scam with your acquaintances, haven't you? Isn't that what they call a hypnotic sales scheme? You're holding strange seminars, luring participants in, and then selling them overpriced junk. How could you stoop to that level?
That's not how it is. I'm just running a business. You don't understand the hard work that goes into this. I'm trying to build something for myself.
No. A scam is a scam. And the fact that you've been drained of your money means that not only are you being made to assist in the scam, but you're also being treated like a fool. This isn't just business, it's dishonest, and you know it.
Shut up! Don't stick your nose into something you don't understand! You have no idea how hard it is to make a living these days!
I don't want to hear anything from someone who's broke and has no money. How can you even think you have a say in this?
That's because I'll get money later! I have a plan and it's gonna work out just fine!
That's just a verbal agreement, isn't it? What guarantee do you have that it will actually come through? You can't just expect things to fall into your lap without any effort.
Do you enjoy nitpicking every little detail? You have such a nasty personality. Just come back and pay up. I can't believe you're acting like this.
Huh? There's no way I'm coming back after this conversation. You think I just walked back into that situation?
Don't mess with me. You're so full of yourself. Do you really think you could just push me around?
Well, I appreciate that you at least talk to me about this. I think I managed to buy some time for myself. Maybe you'll come to your senses.
What?
Because I actually reported your scam to the authorities.
What? You what?
I called the police. I told them there's been a suspicious man doing business in our neighborhood lately. I also mentioned how you've been aggressively recruiting people for your seminars, and it's been really bothersome. Apparently, it's a pretty well-known issue around here, so it's no surprise they will catch on quickly.
Wait, so now I'm gonna... What? The doorbell keeps ringing. Could it be the police?
Well, why don't you just go check? You seem so confident in your actions. Why not face the consequences?
You've gotta be kidding me. There's no way I can do that. I can't face them.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck then. Maybe this will be a lesson for you.
Hey, you have to help me out. Please, save me. I can't believe this is happening.
I told you, I'm not going to help. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
I can't get in touch with my former colleagues, and I don't have anyone else to rely on. We were married once, for crying out loud. Can't you at least show some compassion?
That doesn't mean anything now. We're basically strangers. I have no obligation to help you. You made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences.
How can you be so cold? This is ridiculous. You're acting like I didn't even matter to you.
You're the one getting angry because you can't think of a good comeback. You're acting like a child. If only I'd married a better man, someone more genuine and handsome. You've done nothing but disappoint me.
You? How can you say that after everything we've been through? You think it was easy for me?
What's the matter? Are you upset? You brought this on yourself, didn't you? You made your choices. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't have many good memories from our marriage, but at least I won't be short on material for my writing. I'll be sure to use this incident as inspiration for a story. So while you're sitting in jail, make sure to reflect on your actions. Goodbye. And remember, this is all you're doing. After that, Chris was arrested for fraud. Once he finally confessed everything, the main perpetrator behind the scam was also apprehended, which means both of them will likely be stuck in jail for quite a while. They are facing serious charges, and it seems that neither of them will be getting out anytime soon. Naturally, this meant that he had to let go of that two-family house he had been so proud of. It's probably for the best, though. I hope he stays behind bars long enough to reflect on his actions and truly understand the consequences of what he did. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law repeatedly apologized to me, bowing her head in regret. I could see the remorse in her eyes, and I appreciated her sincerity. I realized that the reason I had managed to get through the difficult times with my ex-husband was largely due to her support. She had always been there, providing me with the strength and encouragement I needed when things got tough. Looking back, I wish that I could have had a better relationship with her. I wanted to share more experiences and build a closer bond, but the circumstances had always kept us at a distance. So now, we've decided to start over as friends. It feels refreshing to shift our dynamic from that of a traditional mother-in-law and daughter-in-law to something more casual and enjoyable. We've been talking about our favorite books lately, and it's been wonderful to share our thoughts and recommendations. It's nice to connect on this level, discussing characters, plot twist, and even the themes that resonate with us. Sometimes we laugh about the ridiculous scenarios that some authors create, and other times we delve into deeper discussions about life and relationships as portrayed in the stories we read. There's something special about this newfound friendship. It feels like we are finally understanding each other as individuals, rather than as just family members bound by obligation. We share a lot of laughs, and it's refreshing to know that we can lean on each other for support and companionship without the pressures that came with our previous roles. Recently, we even made plans to visit a local bookstore together. We talked about how fun it would be to browse the shelves, discovering new titles, and perhaps even getting lost in the pages of a good book over coffee. I'm excited about this change. It feels liberating to create new memories without the weight of past conflicts hanging over us. I find myself thinking about the future more often now. The way things have turned out, despite the chaos and pain caused by Chris, has opened new doors for me. I've realized that I'm stronger than I thought, and that there's a world of possibilities ahead. With my mother-in-law by my side, I feel more optimistic. She shared stories of her own experiences, and it's been comforting to hear how she navigated through difficult times in her life. We've laughed and cried together as we've reflected on the challenges we faced, and it's been empowering to see how we've both emerged on the other side. I'm learning to appreciate the small moments, the laughter shared over silly anecdotes, and the joy of discovering a new book that captivates us. It's fascinating to see how literature can bridge gaps between generations, sparking conversations that flow effortlessly. I never imagined that I could form such a connection with my mother-in-law, but here we are, finding common ground in our love for stories. I've come to understand that she's not just a figure in my past, she's a person with her own dreams and disappointments. As we continue to share our thoughts on various books, I can see a new bond forming, one that is built on mutual respect and understanding. I hope that this friendship can grow and evolve into something even more meaningful over time. In a way, I'm grateful for the circumstances that led us here, even if they were painful. The experience has shown me the importance of having supportive relationships, and I'm glad to have this opportunity to strengthen my connection with my mother-in-law. Going forward, I want to embrace this new chapter in my life. The past may have been tumultuous, but it has also taught me valuable lessons about resilience, friendship, and the power of forgiveness. I know that life is unpredictable, but with each day, I feel more confident in my ability to face whatever comes my way. And as I embark on this journey, I'm excited about the possibility of building new memories with my mother-in-law. We'll continue to share our thoughts on literature, explore new stories together, and support each other in our respective journeys. I truly believe that this friendship will enrich my life in ways I never expected. Here's to new beginnings, deeper connections, and the beauty of storytelling. As we dive into discussions about our favorite authors and genres, I find that we have so much in common. We both enjoy mystery novels, and there's something thrilling about trying to guess the endings. I love hearing her perspectives on various plot developments. Her insights are sharp and insightful, often leaving me pondering long after our conversations end. Sometimes, we even challenge each other to read books outside our usual genres. For instance, she recommended a historical fiction novel that I would have never picked up on my own. To my surprise, I found myself completely engrossed in the story, and it sparked a whole new appreciation for that genre. I think it's wonderful how our friendship is encouraging us to step outside our comfort zones. We're not just exchanging thoughts about books, we're also sharing personal stories and experiences that have shaped us into who we are today. I never anticipated that I would find such a deep connection with my mother-in-law, but I'm grateful for the growth we're experiencing together. It's refreshing to have someone in my life who understands the complexities of family dynamics, especially after the chaos that Chris brought into our lives. She has shared her struggles as a young mother and the challenges she faced, which has helped me see her in a new light. Understanding her background has given me a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices she made for her family. In a way, I feel like we're healing together. Talking about our past experiences, both the good and the bad, allows us to support each other emotionally. It's comforting to know that we're not alone in our struggles and that a connection is incredibly valuable. As our bond continues to grow, I find myself reflecting on the lessons learned from my marriage to Chris. I've come to realize that I deserve to be treated with respect and love, and I will never settle for anything less again. My mother-in-law has been a great reminder of the importance of healthy relationships. She embodies kindness and understanding, and I aspire to bring those qualities into my own life. As we embrace this new friendship, I also look forward to what the future holds. The prospect of sharing life experiences, laughter, and perhaps even a few tears makes me excited for what lies ahead. No matter what challenges may come, I know I have someone to lean on, and that support means the world to me. And so here's to new beginnings, laughter-filled discussions over coffee, and the adventures of friendship. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us next.